What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Graphics. In today's video I'll be teaching you guys how to design this simple church flyer in CorelDRAW. If you're new, consider subscribing by clicking on the red button below and turn on the bell icon in order not to miss any of my future uploads. Alright guys, so coming over here guys, these are the stock images we'll be working with. Alright, so I'm going to put the link of all this in the down description below. So I'm going to take this video step by step so you guys will understand this video. All right, so if you understand, we've already taken out the background of these images. All right, so as you can see, we're going from this to this. All right, so I'm going to delete this one. All right, so we'll be left with just this one. All right, so if you don't know how to take out background in Photoshop or in CorelDRAW, you can basically go and check my previous video. I have a video where you can learn how to take out background in Photoshop and in CorelDRAW. Without any further ado guys, let's get straight to the video. Alright, welcome to CorelDRAW guys. So the first thing we're going to do is change our paper size, and the size we'll be working with is 7 by 7 inches. Alright, so if you want to change the size in CorelDRAW, all you need to do is locate your property bar. Alright, so this is your property bar over here. So if you come over to your unit, you're going to see drawing unit, so click on this and you're going to see inches. All right, so once you select inches, all right, so all you need to do is just come over to this page dimension and select this, just change this to 7, then come over to the next and put 7 inches. So this is basically how to change this size. So what you're going to do is press enter on your keyboard, and boom guys, this is what you are going to have. So the next thing we're going to do now is we're going to bring in our rectangle tool and draw a box. All right, so come over to your tools bar. This is your tools bar. Select your rectangle tool, all right, and draw a box just right here. So you can see basically guys, it's not fitted itself to frame. So what you're going to do basically is you're going to change the size to 7 by 7 inches. So press enter again on your keyboard and basically press letter P on your keyboard to make it fit to the frame. So boom boom guys, this is what you are going to have. So the next thing we're going to do is remove the black stroke. All right, so what I mean by black stroke is basically this black outline which we have here. So if you want to remove that, come over to your color and right click on this and select set outline color, and boom guys, this is what you are going to have. So the next thing we're going to do is import our stock images for this tutorial. So to import your stock images, basically what you're going to do is right click on this empty space. All right, so you look at import, the shortcut is Ctrl I, or you come over to your file and select import. All right, so basically why I'm showing you this the different step by step is in case you want to make use of any of them. All right, so come over to where your files are saved. All right, so I'm going to locate where mine are saved. So I'm going to select all of this. All right, so select all the ones you will be working with. All right, so once you're done, you're going to select import, click on it. All right, so basically what you're going to do is you're going to see this. Once you click on import, this is what you're going to see. So basically what you're going to do now is you're going to click and drag just right here. All right, so click and drag basically, and boom guys, this is what you are going to have. So the next thing we're going to do is, first of all, let's set our backgrounds for this tutorial. All right, so what we're going to do now is set our background, or before then let's import our text for this tutorial. So what you're going to do is select this, and you're going to do select this one. You're going to just click and select, because I don't want to select everything here because I wrote out the names of the font which we'll be working with in this notebook, so you can actually see them there, but I'm going to put the names also in the down description below. So what I'm going to do is copy this, Ctrl C to copy, then come over to your CorelDRAW and select your text tool, then click over here, then Ctrl V, Ctrl plus V or Command V on your keyboard. If you're using a Mac, Command V. So what you're going to do now is you're going to basically click on this color, the white color, to give it, so we can basically see what we're working on, because I'm having a black background here, so we can basically see the text. All right guys, so the next thing we're going to do now is set our background for this tutorial. So what we're going to do now is set our background. So the first background I'm going to bring here is this particular background. So I'm going to scale this up this way. All right, as you can see guys, we're having this kind of a rough background, so we're going to make use of it in this tutorial. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to power clip it into this frame by clicking on it. So let's power clip. All right, then once you select power clip, this arrow is going to come up. So basically drop it into this frame this way by left clicking on it. Left click, you can see a right click and then left click on your mouse. All right, so now you can see guys, it's not fitted to this frame. We're having a white cutout over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to right click on this and select edit power clip. And once you select edit power clip, this automatically takes you inside the frame or this box. All right, it takes you inside. So you can see you can only select this one. Here you cannot select any of this. You can't make use of any of this, just this one. All right, so now I'm going to scale this up just right here. So once I do that, I'm going to blur this background. All right, so once I do that, I'm going to blur this background by going to effect, go to adjust, then select go to effect, select blur, then use Gaussian blur. All right, so this is basically what you're going to have, but you're going to just reduce this a bit. All right, so basically reduce this, not that much anyway, but you can use my settings. Okay, let's try 19 pixels. All right, 19.0. Then we're going to click OK, and now you're going to just scale this up a little bit, and this is what you are going to have, guys. So the next thing we're going to do, guys, is click on finish and go out of the box. I'm going to bring in this image. All right, I'm going to place this just right here. All right, so I'm going to copy this. I'm going to bring this image, and I'm going to basically scale it up just right here. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this one forward instead of leaving it backward the way it is. So you're going to use shift plus page up to bring it forward. All right guys, so this is what you are going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust this image. So I'm going to bring this one just right here, and I'm going to scale it up a bit just right here, and this is basically what we're going to have. So I'm going to select both of it, and I'm going to scale them up and leave them just right here. So basically now what I'm going to do is, like I always teach you guys, copy the image, go to the next page and paste it there and leave that there. So in case you want to make use of it any moment, you can have access to it. So we're going to go back to our page 1. This is your page 2 and this is your page 1. Now don't be confused guys, we're not making use of this page 2. We're just basically pasting this image to leave it here in case we want to make use of it again. All right, so now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to select both of this. All right, so I'm going to select both of these and scale it up just right here, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert. Okay, but before we convert to bitmap, or before we do anything, let's fade out those edges. All right, so come to your tools bar, select transparency tool, and you can basically click and drag just right here. All right, so just click and drag just right here and fade out the edge just right here. This is what you are going to have, guys. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bitmap this, because if you look closely, this image is kind of disturbing this image. All right, it's kind of revealing itself just right here. So you're going to bitmap this, convert to bitmap, go to bitmap, select convert to bitmap, and select your color mode at RGB, and make sure your resolution is at 300. Then you're going to click on OK and select your transparency tool again and fade out this part just right here. All right, you're gonna fade out the part just carefully, and just not to disturb this image, and boom guys, this is what we are going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select this, and what I'm going to do now is basically, let me fade out this one the more. All right, let me fade out this the more, and good guys. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all of this and go to bitmap, select convert to bitmap. And now what I'm going to do guys is, once you convert it to bitmap, you can see you can't edit it. That is basically why I told you guys to duplicate the image, so we can have access to it at any time. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to effects, go to adjust, and select brightness and contrast. All right, if you're designing a church flyer, you would like to first of all make your image to be rich, like it has to pop. All right, just to make it bright and light. All right, so church flyer are basically mostly something that is, you have to make it bright, all right, to the audience. All right, so now what you're going to do is you're going to increase the contrast of this image just right here. All right, so once you do that, just click on OK. You can leave it as 40%, then click on OK. Now as you can see, the image is kind of popping a bit. All right, so you're going to convert it to bitmap. All right, so once you do that, you're going to right click on this, right click on it, and select power clip, then place it into this frame. And this is basically what you're going to have, guys. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come over to my rectangle tool and draw a box just right here. And this is basically what you're going to have. I was actually want to color this red, but it's actually applied it because I've done it before. All right, so what I'm going to do is I want to copy the color from this tile of this man here, and apply it to this one. All right, let me give this one a white color so we don't get confused. Like I taught you guys how to copy color when you're designing in CorelDRAW. When you're doing a design project, I taught you guys how to copy color from your subject. All right, so if you don't watch that video, you can basically go and watch that video and understand how we are getting all this. All right, so what you're going to do is I'm going to select my eyedropper tool, then copy a color over here. All right, copy a color just right here, and let's paste this here and leave that for now. So I'm going to come over to my thumbnail and this thumbnail color, double click on it and come over to this and change this to RGB. All right, then you can basically darken this a bit, and I think we're good with that basically, guys. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this again, and once you double click on it like 1 and 2, you will see the anchor point will change. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to take this up. So once you take it up, you're going to basically bring this down just right here. All right, so once you do that, this is what you're going to have. So basically the next thing you're going to do is you're going to select this, right click on it and select power clip, then place it into this frame. And now what you're going to do is you're going to right click and select edit power clip. Then in this case now, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to select this image and select our transparency to then blend it to this background by going to our merge mode and select overlay. And once you select overlay, you can see this amazing effect is giving us. So once you do that, you're going to basically select this image and bring it to forward just right here. All right, so you're going to bring it to forward just right there and leave that to that. All right, so this is what you're going to have. So the next thing we're going to do, guys, is I'm going to bring in my rectangle tool. All right, I'm going to bring in this rectangle tool and draw a box just right here. All right, so once I do that, I'm going to come over to my thumbnail and double click on it, this color thumbnail, double click on it and come over to this color viewer. All right, then change this to RGB. And once you do that, basically you can bring this one down and darken it a bit. And this is basically what you're going to have, guys. So let's click on OK, and this is what we're going to have. So come to your transparency tool, then select your merge mode and change this to overlay. Or let's try screen and see. All right, we can leave that to overlay, and this is basically what we're going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select this image and bring it forward just right here. I'm going to select this one, bring it forward. All right, so I'm going to select this one and bring it forward just right there. So this is what we're going to have, guys. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to basically bring this one down. All right, and give it a white color. Now I'm going to select my transparency tool and change it to normal. All right, this is basically what we're going to have, guys. This is what we are going to have. All right, so I'm going to bring this one down. All right, because it's kind of looking dark over here. So you're just going to bring this background down a bit. All right, and this is basically what this is going to look like. So the next thing we're going to do, guys, is I'm going to bring in this background and scale it up just right here. Then I'm going to right click and select power clip, then place it into this frame. Now the next thing I'm going to do is right click again and select edit power clip. So once you do that, you're going to go into the frame and scale this up just right here. And once you scale this up, basically leave that to that and select your transparency tool. Go to your mesh mode and select screen. Alright, so let's try overlay and see. Okay, we're gonna leave that to screen, or let's try soft lights. Alright, so let's leave that to what? Screen, guys. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna basically reduce this one and bring this down, scale this down a bit, bring it in here. Alright, so this is basically what we're gonna have. Alright, so you can see the cool effect this is giving us. Alright, so the next thing we're gonna do, guys, is I'm going to come over to this and select this background again, right click on it and select power clip, place it into this frame. Now you can see we are making use of multiple backgrounds, so it's basically having the knowledge of blending into the background, like blending different background to achieve a particular goal. All right, this is what we're doing. As you can see, we've made use of like 3 backgrounds now to achieve this particular one. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on this and select edit power clip. All right, I'm going to select edit power clip. All right, so let me take this behind and see. Okay, now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring this one, scale it up just right here. All right, so once I do that, I'm going to basically use my transparency tool and fade out this part just right here. All right, so once I do that, I'm going to come over to my mesh mode and select overlay. All right, so once you do that, you're going to basically have this. It's basically what you're going to have. All right, let's try screen and see what we have on screen. Okay, so we're going to basically leave that to overlay. Alright guys, so this is what you are going to have after this. Alright, so the next thing you're going to do is basically alright, so I'm going to bring in this light flake and scale it up. So we're going to duplicate this way. Alright, make this 2, and you're going to right click on this, select power clip, place it into this frame, then right click again and select edit power clip. Alright, so we're going to basically strategically place this light flake into this background and into this design. Alright, so I'm going to scale this up. I'm going to scale this one up just right here. So first of all, I'm going to go to my transparency tool, go to my image mode and select screen, change it to screen. Alright, so I'm going to bring one over here. I'm going to bring one just right here. Alright, so once I do that, I'm going to bring another one just right here. Alright, so place one just right here. As you can see, that's light reflection on their face, and this is what you are going to have, guys. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to click on finish and leave that to that. Alright guys, so the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to bring in this background. So let me delete this one. I'm going to bring in this background, this gray background. I'm going to use Ctrl X to cut it, then go into the frame, then paste it over here, then scale it up this way, and we're going to power clip it into this white background which we have here, this white one. I'm going to right click on it and select power clip, then place it into this frame. Alright, so right click again and select this power clip just to adjust. So we're going to place this just right here, scale it up. So what we're going to do now is basically we're going to select our transparency tool and fade out, like decrease the opacity. Alright, increase it, decrease the opacity this way. Alright, maybe you can use okay, let's say 53% and click on OK. So let's see our results, and this is what we're going to have. Like, we're having like a dirty background here which is looking awesome. I think we're good with that for now, so we're going to click on finish and see our results, and this is unique, guys. This is amazing. So the next thing we're going to do is basically I'm going to bring in this logo. Alright, and we can see we can just basically select this logo and just place it here, which won't look good. It looks good anyway, but I want to extract this logo from this background. So basically how to extract logo from a background is basically by going to bitmap, mode, black and white, and make sure your conversation mode is on line art, and you can change this to your threshold to maybe leave it at 176 depending on the result you're getting on the after, because you're having the before, which is the one you have original copy you have, then you're having the after here. So what you're going to do now is you're going to click on OK, and as you can see the result, guys. Now we're not done, so go to your trace bitmap on your property bar. Now select outline, trace, then line art, then click on it and wait for this to load, guys. So we're going to wait for this to load, and I think we're done. Boom, guys. So this is the before and this is the after. So now what you're going to do is basically you can, okay, let's click on OK for now, and we're going to ungroup this and delete this one, delete this line. Basically all you need to do is just delete the particles which you don't want, as I'm doing here. Alright, so I deleted the wrong one, so alright, so we delete these ones which we don't want. Delete, and delete. Alright, sorry, delete the black ones. Alright, so this is what you're going to have, guys. So you can, as you can see, you can actually change to any color of your choice. Alright, so now I'm going to leave that to white, and basically scale this down and bring it over here. Alright, so I'm going to basically alright, let me just bring this one here and leave that to that. So I think this background is kind of looking plain, so it's cool though, but I'm going to decrease the blurriness which we applied before. So go to blur. Alright, so we're going to basically decrease this. Alright, so you can see that cool effect is giving us there. Alright, I think, alright, so we can basically leave that to 10.9 pixels, and that is good. Alright, so now the next thing I'm going to do is basically we've placed our logo here, monthly Thanksgiving. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is cut out this text and basically paste it just right here, and we're going to create some amazing shape on this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select my rectangle tool and draw a box just right here. Alright, so you're gonna basically do this way. Alright, you're gonna basically do it this way. So the next thing you're gonna do is basically bring in your ruler, place it just right here, then place another one here just to get the margin. Alright, so basically let's reduce this first of all. Alright, so this is what you're going to have, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over to this, my shape tool. Alright, so once you select your shape tool, the next thing you're going to do is select this and give it what we call convert it to curve by using this. Once you right click, go to convert to curve, shortcut is Ctrl Q, and once you convert it to curve, it has turned itself to an object. Alright, so what you're going to do is put a node here. Alright, put another node here, put another node here. Alright, make sure your node is to the middle. Alright, so this is what you're going to have. So when you're done with this, you're going to basically right click on this and select to curve, and you're going to basically take this one up, and basically you can adjust anyhow you want it. So now you're going to do the same thing to this, convert to curve by right clicking, and you're going to come over to this and just drag it down just right there, and this is basically what you're going to have, guys. So let me just adjust this one just right there, and the next thing you're going to do is basically let's remove the fill and give it a white outline so we can see. Now I'm going to come over to this this shadow. So once you see this arrow, this small arrow here, just click on it. You're going to see other options. So I'm going to select my contour tool and I'm going to draw this way. Alright, so this is what you're going to have. I'm going to just basically draw this way, and we're having double of this. So I'm going to delete this one and delete this. So I'm going to right click and select break contour apart, Ctrl K. Once you break it apart, you can see we have just this, and we have two of them break apart already. Now I'm going to bring in this background over here. Alright, so you're going to basically blur this by going to blur effects, blur, and select Gaussian blur. And once you do that, just increase a bit, and that's fine. So what you're going to do is basically click on OK and right click, then select power clip, then place it into this frame, and that is good, guys. So what you're going to do is basically adjust. If you wish, you can basically adjust it this way, and this is fine, guys. This is basically okay, and this is what you're going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is okay, I'm going to come over to the interactive fill tool and basically draw this way. Then I'm going to color this. I'm going to give it a gold color. So I'm going to come over to this what's the color, my color thumbnail. Then I'm going to come to this color shadow viewer, then change this to RGB, and I'm going to just drag this one here and basically place it just right here. All right, give it light, make it lighter, but kind of goldish. All right, not yellow but gold. All right, so select this one, do the same thing we did earlier. All right, guys, just do the same thing. All right, so maybe this one a bit darker. All right, so this one a bit lighter. Okay, guys, so this is basically what you are going to have, guys. So we're going to remove the outline by coming to this, right click and select set outline color. Now I'm going to copy this and paste it, so we're having double of this. So once you do that, you can right click and select frame type, then remove frame, click on OK, then give it a white color. Then you can basically reduce this just right here. Then you're going to come over to your transparency tool, fade out this part. Alright, fade out this part, fade out this, and you can see you're having just a little bit of reflection here, and that is awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this, paste it here, and I'm going to select the two, paste it just right here. Then I'm going to change the font to sequel. Alright, so I'm going to type sequel. Alright, so what I'm going to do is select this one. Alright, so I'm going to scale this one up just right here. Okay, I'm going to cut this, I'm going to copy this color and paste it just right here. If you want to copy color, just basically right click on it and drag to this spot. I don't want to just create the color again, that's why I'm just clicking to, you know, replace. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this. Alright, I'm going to use Ctrl+K to cut this. Alright, or break it apart. So I'm going to change the font of this to the Jacklyn. The Jacklyn, like I told you guys, all the names of these fonts are written, and I've written them here. So what I'm going to do is as you can see, it's behind fill. So you're going to use Shift plus page up to bring it forward. I'm sorry, guys, this video is taking too long, but I'm sorry. I just basically believe you guys are understanding the video. That is my major priority. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make sure this is on uppercase instead of lowercase. So you're going to select all by using Ctrl A, then use Shift plus F3 to change to uppercase. You can use Shift plus F3, or you come over to your text on your menu bar and select change case. Shift plus F3, like I told you, is the shortcut. So you're going to basically select this and use uppercase and click on OK. Then come over to this and change to sequel. And once you do that, you're going to basically reduce this just right here, and guys, you're good to go. You're going to basically leave that to that, and this is what you are going to have. So I'm going to basically scale this, and the next thing I'm going to do is apply a little bit of shadow to it. So come over to this point and select your shadow tool. Then you're going to basically drag this down and you know, drag this just right there, and come over to your property bar, select your color, your shadow color, change this to RGB. Why I'm changing all this to RGB is basically, guys, because I'm not printing this flyer. It's basically for social media. All right, so we're going to drag this down to give it a perfect black, and we're going to use Ctrl+K to break it apart. What I mean break apart, I'm breaking the shadow and the text apart just to enable me drag this down so you can get shadow here. And this is basically cool, guys. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to basically keep this one here, and once I do that, I'm going to basically take this one down and use Ctrl+K to break it apart. So what I'm going to use, the font I'm going to use for this one is called the Ground Personal. So you can basically download using I'm going to put a link of where you can download this font, all right, in the down description below. So you're going to basically scale this one up. You're going to keep this one here, change this to sequel, all right. So you're going to basically make it change the case, select all using Control A, then come over to your text tool, change case and select uppercase, click OK, drop the tool using your pick tool and basically scale this down and bring this one and align it to this, and guys, you're good to go. So basically why I told you guys to duplicate this light flay, we're going to make use of it now. So just watch what I'm going to do, So I'm going to basically bring this light flay here, all right. So let's duplicate again, keep one here in case we need it, all right. So I'm going to basically do what, select my transparency tool, blend this to the background by changing it to screen, and you can see the effects, guys. So you're going to basically do what, resize this, put one here, bring it forward using shift plus page up, put one here, all right, put another one here. Okay guys, so you're gonna bring another one. Okay, let's leave this one here. Basically let's leave that for now, and this is what you're going to have, guys. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the theme, that is thank you. And basically, guys, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to change the font to sequel. All right, so once I do that, I'm not going to basically change to uppercase. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce the spacing of this by going to my shape tool, then select this and reduce the spacing just right there. And I think I'm good with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Ctrl+K to break it apart. So once you break apart, this is one and this is one. That's basically breaking apart. Breaking this apart is just like breaking a mirror. Once you break a mirror, you'll see this one is falling apart, that is falling apart. So guys, that is basically it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that over here, and I'm going to align this one just right here. So once you align it, basically, guys, what you're going to do is select this, scale it up. So once you scale it up, click on this again this way to change the anchor point. So once you change the anchor point, basically we're going to basically scale this one, drag this up this way. Once you scale it up, you're going to basically bring this here. If it touched the object, the image, is not a problem. All right, so you're going to basically scale this up just right here, and once you do that, you're going to scale this one just right here and basically bring this one down. And once you bring this one down, all right, you're going to basically take this one up again, then bring this down this way. And what you're going to do is you're going to right click and select to curve, convert to curve. And once you do that, you're going to come over to your shape tool and drag this one up this way. All right, so just take it up this way. And now what I'm going to do is I can see this one and this is kind of aligning. So what I'm going to do is basically use my shape tool and align them this way. Okay, let me bring this one down just right here, align them just right here. So as you can see, guys, I'm aligning this letter U and letter N together. So you're going to basically select this and go to your property bar and select weld. So you're welding this and this together, so you can see you have just one of this. All right, guys, so this is what you're going to have. So select your shape tool and delete this node and delete this node, and boom, guys, this is basically what you're going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to basically okay, let me duplicate this, but before I do that, let me color this one. I'm going to drag this using my interactive fill tool. I'm going to drag this one just this way. Then I'm going to give this one okay, let me change this to, come over to this part and change this to RGB. Select this one, RGB, and take this one to this part. All right, so you're going to come over to this and select another one. color this one yellow but kind of gold. All right, so this is what you're going to have basically, guys. This is what you're going to have. All right, so once you do this, you're going to basically duplicate this one this way, and once you do that, give the down one black this way. All right, so this is what you're going to have, guys. Give it black, and once you do that, now select the down the black part and select shadow 2 and drag this way. Apply a shadow to it, and once you apply a shadow to it, come over to your shadow feathering, keep it to 10, and once you do that, you can increase the shadow. Now what you're going to do is basically use Ctrl K to break it apart, then drag the shadow down. All right, drag the shadow down just right here. You can see the shadow is reflecting on the white, which is awesome. All right, that is very awesome, guys. Now this is what you're going to have. So remember, we duplicated this light flare for a reason, so we're going to bring it just right here. All right, so we're going to decrease this, then use our transparency tool, then blend it to the background just right here using transparency tool. Select screen, all right, on your image mode. Now what you're going to do is you're going to bring this one here, reduce it, place it just right here. So first of all, let me adjust this color. All right, I'm going to adjust this color. All right, I'm going to adjust this color. So once I adjust this color, guys, I'm going to reduce this, bring this one here, bring another one here. All right, so basically, guys, I'm going to convert to this, bring this light flare, the white one. I'm going to change this to screen using my transparency tool, then come over to your image mode and select screen. And once you do that, leave this one here, and boom, guys, this is what you're going to have. You can rotate it, guys, if you wish. All right, so this is what we're going to have, guys. So the next thing I'm going to do now is basically I'm going to select this. So let me delete this theme. If you want to add it, you can add it if you wish. So I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to cut this one, paste it just right here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring this one. All right, change to uppercase, shift F3, select uppercase and click on OK. Now you're going to come over to this, bold it and change it to center alignment. Ctrl E, just right there. And what you're going to do is you're going to reduce this one. Then you're going to use your shape tool and decrease the spacing just right here. And this is what you're going to have, guys. So what you're going to do is I'm going to give it this color, this light yellow. Once I do that, I'm going to click on it again to change the anchor point. I'm going to drag this just right here. And I'm going to copy this one and just copy the name Olayinka Emmanuel, bearing same name anyway. So now you're going to basically delete this and come over to this and write guest artist and change this to yellow. Once you change to yellow, you can basically reduce that and leave that to that just right there. And this is what you're going to have, guys. So what you're going to do now next is you're going to bring in this one, bring in this, and bring in this one. And what you're going to do now is you're going to cut this. This is the Instagram handle. So once you do that, this is the Instagram handle, which will be played live. It will be streamed live. So you're going to extract this. You can see we can change the color of this. So bring this icon, come to bitmap, select convert it to bitmap first of all, because this image is heavy. Now if anything is heavy in CorelDRAW, basically convert it to bitmap, it will come back to its normal senses. All right, so you're going to come over to your bitmap and select mode black and white, just as we did earlier. Click on OK, then come over to your trace bitmap, outline trace, line art, and wait for it to load. And boom, guys, like if we didn't convert it to bitmap, basically that loading will kind of look so slow. It's gonna lag our system. All right, so what you're going to do now is you're going to basically remove this and delete this one. Now you're going to basically reduce this, keep it aside, bring this one. I believe I brought Facebook. Okay, so let me bring the Facebook icon. All right, I'm going to bring the Facebook icon, and let's basically paste it here and import it to CorelDRAW, just right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce this. All right, so I'm going to basically extract this mode black and white just as we did earlier. Click on OK, trace bitmap, outline trace, line art, wait for it to load. I believe you guys are learning how to blend multiple backgrounds to CorelDRAW, like using multiple backgrounds to design. So go to bitmap, mode black and white. Okay, then what you're going to do is go to trace bitmap, outline trace, line art, and wait for it to load. All right, so now what we're going to do is click on OK, and now we're going to delete this, and now what we're going to do is remove the particles which we don't want. All right guys, so this is basically what we are going to have. So we're going to reduce this and make sure they are aligned together. Now bring it down here, and you can put Facebook first if you wish. Now they are not aligned. Reduce this one, bring this one here, reduce this, bring this one here. So reduce this one to align, and this is good guys. So we're going to basically reduce this one down to align just right here, and this is basically what we're going to have guys. So we're going to basically take this one down, and that's it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a shape this way, draw this way. Let's give it an outline so we can see. All right, an outline so we can see. Now I'm going to select my rectangle tool, draw this way. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it this shape, use this, and corner it this way. Then what you're going to do is change it to click on it and change to curve, convert to curve, Ctrl Q. Then what you're going to do is you're going to come over to this, select these two nodes here and drag it down this way. Then what you're going to do is bring this one again just right here and reduce this just right there, and this is basically what you're going to have guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce this, select both of this, group it, select this one, select this, and what we're going to do is we're going to trim it this way. Then you're going to reduce this one, and boom guys, this is basically what you're going to have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select my interactive fill tool and drag this way. Once I drag it, you're going to change this color to RGB. Then what you're going to do now is basically take this one here, bring this one here, and all right, select this, color this way, and basically guys, this is basically what you're going to have guys. It's what you're going to have. So I'm going to duplicate this color, place it just right here, and we're going to leave this one to white. Leave this one to white. So we're going to remove the outline this way, and what we're going to do is I'm going to bring in my rectangle tool and draw this way. All right, so once I do that, I'm going to convert it to bit and to curve using Ctrl Q. Right click, convert to curve this way. Then use your shape tool, bring this one down here and delete this one. So what we have here, we have stream. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this one, type live, give it white color, italics, bring it here, and bring this one here, give it black, and write stream. Once I do that, I'm going to reduce this one and place it just right here. And basically guys, this is what you are going to have. So you're going to reduce this, place it just right here, bring this one, place it here, give it what, black color, and align it that, and this is what you're going to have guys. All right, so this is what you're going to have guys. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to bring in this date and time. We're going to cut this just right here, paste it just right here, and I'm going to cut this 7 p.m, paste here, bring it just right here, and the font I'll be using for this one is called this Big Noodles. I love eating noodles anyway. I love noodles, so I'm going to give it a black color. So I'm going to take this one just right here, place it just right there, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this one, copy it, I'm going to give it June 2022. So I'm going to use my shape tool, decrease the spacing just right there, and I'm going to reduce this one, place it here. Then I'm going to change this one to first. Then I'm going to use what we call pink blue as font. So once you do that, you're going to scale this one up, keep it just right here, and bring this one and write first. So you're going to reduce that tiny, make it tiny first here, and this is what you're going to have, guys. So the next thing I'm going to do is basically I'm going to bring in my rectangle tool, draw a box just right here. And once I do that, remove the fill, give it black stroke, then remove the convert to curve, and use your shape tool, put a line here. All right, take this one up. So once you do that, put another line here, go to your property bar, break curve, and you're going to basically see this. So delete this one and bring this one here. So once you do that, guys, bring another one, use your freehand tool, draw a line here, bring another one here, then basically, guys, place this one here, and okay, let's leave this one here. And that is it, guys, that is it. So let's reduce this and bring this guy and place it just right here. Okay, guys, so let's delete this guy, and I'm going to basically reduce this one. And you can see, guys, this is basically the unique and the flyer which I posted earlier and told you guys the video will soon be out. And this is the video, guys. If you have any question, don't forget, drop me a comment in the comment section below. Like this video, share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. All right, so I'm putting out the platform, guys, for like, if you want, we'll be having a review on this channel. All right, so any design that you've made and you want to submit for review in this channel, I'm going to put the email, I'm going to flash the email somewhere here, guys, for you. So the email will be where all of you, any interested subscriber and a designer, can submit his or her design for review in this channel. All right, so please submit your review, your design for review, guys. Is strictly CorelDRAW. Don't send me JPEG jobs. All right, send me the CorelDRAW file for easy review, guys. All right, that will fasten the work and that will hasten the review, guys. So if you have any question, like I said, drop a comment, and peace out. See you guys in my next video.